Wow, this is a surprise. This new dish is what I call Estelle's Egg Explosion over rice. Be sure to savor every last morsel. I will. Your cooking this evening is excellent. My compliments to the chef. Ah, this is raw talent at its best. Today certainly has been a busy but great day nonetheless. We qualified as junior bracers, had our first real assignment, and I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time. Not to mention the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish actually is quite edible. At first I thought I might have to pitch it out the window when you weren't looking, but it seems that technique wouldn't be necessary tonight. Sometimes you're just so despicably rude, Dad. Don't you know how to humble and just say something tastes nice? Alright then, how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before I had to leave on business. You made a splendid meal, Estelle. Thanks, Dad. Wait, business? Are you really leaving again? Yes. Something unexpected came up this time. I'm going to be away for a while. Hold on a minute. You're leaving? When? Tomorrow morning. Wait. I don't care what kind of job you're doing. That's just too soon. It's about that letter, isn't it? Was there some sort of incident? Oh, it's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. I'll have to visit a number of places, so it'll take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take good care of the house while I'm away. What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some vague excuse like that and take off for who knows how long. We have to accept it, Estelle. A bracer's job is to help those who come to us for help. I know, but what are you going to do about all your jobs here in Roland Branch? You've already accepted a few of them, haven't you? Oh, only about 5 or 6. So I was thinking, and how about the both of you handle them for me instead? What? Are you really asking us to do the work that you're supposed to be doing? That I am. I'll have you do the ones which I think you can accomplish, and I'll ask Charizard to handle the difficult ones. So what do you say? Oh, I guess. Sure, of course we will. You're okay doing these too, right, Joshua? Yeah, no problem. Looks like a good way to get some experience as a bracer. Then it's settled. I'll stop by the guild and let Anna know about the change of plans before I leave. Alright, I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. We'll have to bust our tails with these jobs so we don't tarnish your name while you're gone. Oh, Estelle, my beloved daughter, Papa is so proud. Oh, my dear Lena, who art in heaven, can you see your daughter now? Our little Estelle has grown up to be such a lovely young woman. Face it, Dad, you're getting old. If people lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well just throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter, and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years. I'm only 45, and what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will you be on tomorrow? The one headed for Brancel or the one headed for Bose? I'll be on the one headed for Brancel. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning. That means I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. I'd better set my alarm clock just in case. Dad, are you still awake, Joshua? You better hold off on the liquor or Estelle will get mad again. This is just my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? I'll pass. Actually, what I should be saying here is don't offer alcohol to minors. I'm not like Shira, who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10. That's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Erebonian Empire? That sounds pretty suspicious. This movement doesn't appear to be overt. Well, that's what has me worried. I intend to do a little probing at the Eberonian embassy to see what turns up. Understood. I'll make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. Don't you spoil that girl, you hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She's got good instincts, and despite being a bit rough around the edges, she has talent with the staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind that she'll be a first-class bracer someday. Yet at present she's like a babe in arms who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time she'll have to choose which path to follow in life. And Joshua, the same thing can be said for you too. It's already been 5 years since you became a part of this family, hasn't it? How time does fly. Yes, it sure does seem that way. About what you said back then, are you sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize, but I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Estelle and I will always be your family, no matter what may befall you. Thanks, Dad. Prologue, A Father's Love, A New Beginning, The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. Prelude, Prologue. Well, it looks like it's time for me to board my flight. Estelle, don't do anything I wouldn't do myself, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either. For the umpteenth time, I heard you already. How about you try not to go overboard yourself with your own work? You're not getting any younger, you know. Say what you will, but I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. Charizard, I'm really sorry about placing all of this work on your shoulders at the last minute. Please don't be. I am slightly concerned, however, about whether or not I can do a decent job in your place. There's no need to be humble, Silver Streak. And I don't mean to make your life any more difficult, but please keep an eye on these two. You just leave that to me. Is tightening up the reins and not spoiling these two fine with you? You definitely understand the way I think. What's this all about? Haha, it looks to me like a mutual understanding between master and pupil. The Grand Sail boarding airline line will be departing shortly. All passengers please board the airship now. Uh-oh, I better take my seat. Have a great trip, Dad. We'll take care of everything here while you're gone. Hurry back. When you're done with your work, make sure you come straight home and no goofing off. Is that any way to see your beloved pop off? Oh well, I'll try my best to come home as soon as I can. Alright, you two, be good while I'm gone. And off he goes. He's gone again. Yeah. Come on, you two. There's no need to look so down. Your father will be back in no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's been asked to do this time, but When it comes to your father, he'll have it done before you know it. I'm not sad that he's gone. He's always been away more than he's been at home. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, I'm going to get to work on these jobs your father left for me. But if you run into any trouble, give me a holler. Will do, but first I'd like to try and finish a few jobs with Joshua. I want to see what we're capable of doing as junior bracers. Alright, if you insist. I imagine that with Joshua tagging along, there's probably not much to be worried about. Good luck, you two. Thanks. We'll do our best. So, what do you want to do now, Estelle? Shall we go stop by the guild? Yeah, we should probably talk to Aina and find out what jobs are waiting for us. Let's go! Alright, so let's go back to the guild and see what work we can do. And we leave the airport or whatever you want to call it, and we're back here in Roland. And the guild should be right down yonder. Yep, there it is. Let's get on inside. Take a look at the board. We've got find the shiny rock. I'd like someone to find my shiny rock. Please speak to me directly for details. I think I might have dropped it behind the Meldor's Orbital Factory. Alright. Got Milch Main Road Monster. A ferocious monster known as a pine plant has been spotted roving the Milch Main Road. Bracers from this branch are required to deal with this threat immediately. Okay, we've got 2 jobs. Let's see if Aina wants anything. Oh, good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Has your father already left? Yep, just barely. That's why we came here to find out about the jobs he left for us. Sure. There are a total of 3 jobs I have lined up for you. The first one, I'd like you to head out to the farm west of here. The farm west of here, isn't that where Tio lives? Tio? I seem to have heard that name somewhere before. Tio Prezell. She was one of our classmates at Sunday school. She's also the Prezell farm owner's daughter. Oh, really? It's actually the Prezell farm that put in a request to have some monsters. Are they really having problems like that? Fortunately, nobody has been hurt, but the owner and his family are upset over their fields being destroyed by the creatures. Therefore, the guild received an extermination request. I never would have expected something like that to happen. Okay, we'll head out there right now. Here, take this with you. We got a guild referral. This document certifies that you were dispatched by the guild. Please give it to the owner of the farm. We already know Tia's father pretty well, so I don't think this is necessary, but we'll take it just in case. Okay, and before we go to the farm, we will find the shiny rock and deal with this other pine monster. Before we do that, let's check out some of these shops. Well, let's go to this Orbital Factory. See if we can make any new orbments. Looks like the airline are bound for the Royal City from Bose arrived, but since we've got nothing coming in, we'll be able to focus on work here in the shop today. Oh, you're not helpful. Is that you, Estelle and Joshua? Could you not bother me while I'm working? But I guess you're old enough that I don't have to tell you that, huh? And you're bracers, too. Now that's something else. I've changed my mind about you kids. Well, I guess, well, neither of them can help us, so I guess we're not shopping there today. Let's go to the weapon store and see if this guy wants to help us. Hey there, how are our first year bracers doing? So Cassius is going to be out for a while, huh? Yes, we just saw him off at the landing port. You sure managed to hear about it rather quickly, though. Haha, well, back in the day, Cassius used to leave Estelle with us while he was away. But after you came here, he started having you keep an eye on things. I didn't know that. Estelle gets surprisingly lonely when no one is around. Whenever we had her over, she was as quiet as a cat among strangers. Don't say stuff like that. I am not. After about 2 or 3 days here, though, she'd eat, sleep, and play like it was her own home. I can imagine that. Well, I guess we can't buy anything from anybody right now. Well, let's just go behind the orbital factory and see if we can find the shiny rock. Because that's really important and urgent matter. Help me find my rock. It's of dire importance. I don't see any shiny rocks. You looking for the rock? This is really weird. Where could it have gone? Oh, excuse me, but can I ask you something? You didn't see a shiny rock around anywhere, did you? Huh? Shiny rock? Yeah, that's right. One that sparkles. You didn't see a rock like that lying around anywhere, did you? Are you saying you lost something? I don't recall seeing anything like that. Do you know where you might have dropped it? My mom was calling for me, so I ran over to the general goods store where she was. I know I had it in my hand at the time, but when I came back here it was gone. When you say general goods store, you mean Mr. Rinnan's store, right? Did you look in front of his store? Obviously, that's the first place I looked. You don't need to treat me like a kid, you know. My, aren't you a charmer? Well, I already asked the Bracer Guild to help me find it, so I'm sure it'll show up sooner or later. If you do happen to come across it, give me a holler straight away. I'll probably be around. Because it's not like we have, you know, more important things to do than look for rocks dropped by children. The idea was around the general goods store. Oh, it's over here. Huh. What's the matter? I wonder what that is. There's something shining down there through the sewer grate. You're right. It looks like something must have fallen through. The sewers. Don't tell me you forgot about the sewers already. You know, that smelly monster-infested place we were in not that long ago? Oh, right. Those sewers. Oh, Estelle, you sure are dumber than a box of rocks, aren't you? We went there during our practical training, right? The entrance to the sewer should be just behind the chapel. If you're so interested in what's down there, then how about we check it out a little later? Sure, let's do that. In fact, we will check it out now. Let's go into the sewer and find that shiny rock. Behind the chapel. Oh, there it is. Enter the sewers. There should be a shiny rock in here somewhere. If I were a shiny rock, where would I be? We're just gonna go all the way to the end of the sewers again. In there, I'm not gonna go over there just because we don't really need to. Oh, there it is. We found a Quartz Fragment. I see now. The thing we saw shining through the sewer grate was this. Seems like it. Now we know why it was shining so much. The way it sparkles is so beautiful. This is made of septum too, right? Loosely speaking, yes. Let's talk about it later. This isn't really the place to have a leisurely chat. I guess you're right. No normal person would want to stay here any longer than they had to. I wonder if this door's unlocked yet. Oh, still locked. Oh, we found the shiny rock, so let's head back up and deliver it to that kid. Oh, there's no way to go through there. Hey, is that rock? Could it be that? This is the rock you've been looking for? Hand it over the Quartz Fragment. Yep, that's the one, my shiny rock. Why is it all dirty like this? Hey, don't you have something else to say before you complain? You guys are bracers, right? I've already paid your money to the guild. Therefore, I think I have the right to complain. That's not the problem here. Calm down, Stella, he's just a kid. I know that, but The quartz is what you were looking for, right? Yeah, that's the one. This rock is really quartz? You mean the same kind of quartz that's in an orbit? Yep, it's the same kind of quartz made of synth. It's chipped, so it doesn't function anymore. I see. So this rock belongs to an orbit. What's wrong? You seem a bit out of it. Who, me? Oh, it's nothing. I'm glad you found it. I guess that's about it then. Oh, that reminds me. I almost forgot. Here, take these. For yourself drill meatballs. My mom gives these to me and tells me they're healthy, but they're kind of bitter, so I can't stand them. Anyway, I appreciate what you did for me today.